and this station.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
At Planet Fitness, we're declaring it. This is the year of getting stronger, and you can get started now by saving when you join today. We have all the best-in-class equipment you could ever need, and you can work out your way on your time at any convenient location near you. Most open 24 hours. So let's do this. Join Planet Fitness today and save. Just $1 down, $15 a month.
Find your nearest club and join today. Deal ends Friday, May 16th.
See Home Club for details.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Spring has arrived, the temperatures are rising, and it's time to get your equipment ready for the season. Landmark Implement has high-quality used John Deere planters, sprayers, and tractors, priced to move and ready to work for you. Take advantage of unbeatable deals and flexible financing to upgrade your operation without stretching your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or browse our full inventory online at landmarkimp.com. Before these deals are done, experience the Landmark difference.
Memorial Day is coming up quickly, and you know what that means. Grilling season. You know what's more embarrassing than an overcooked piece of meat? A dirty, disgusting, and grimy grill. Let the pros at Husker Grill Cleaning get you ready for grilling season. They'll take your grill apart piece by piece, scrub every inch, and reassemble it so your grill can look and perform its best. Visit their website at huskergrillcleaning.com today to schedule your appointment. Husker Grill Cleaning, serving Lincoln, Omaha, Malcolm, and more.
It's time for the finish line with Bree Marie and James Roland. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
Welcome into the finish line at 93.7 The Ticket. This is Bree Marie. James isn't here today. We have an absolute takeover with PJ Pedersen, Anthony Ainsley, and you're going to know what they do once they start talking here in just a moment. We've obviously got Jake running the ones and twos, so we'll probably pick on him in just a bit. But just a reminder for those of you who are joining us that you can listen to us in your car and on our 93.7 The Ticket app, and also watch on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and the Allo Channel 961. Also, get your pen and paper handy. You can call in or text in to 402-464-5685 and chat on YouTube. Please be a part of the show. This one's going to be a fun one. We've got a rowdy bunch with us today, so it's going to be great. I do want to remind you all of our show sponsors. Stern Company is the first one up. Stern understands your business needs to run like a well-oiled machine, and it's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, holy moly, that's a long time, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Stern Company, check them out. And the next one, very relevant, Eagle Raceway. Eagle Raceway is open for a full season of entertainment and dirt track racing action every Saturday night. And they're adding a few nights to their schedule here coming up. Oh, I don't know, this weekend, maybe. I don't know. We might talk about it. Make sure you check out Eagle Raceway as well. It's really fun to go to. Have the kids, get them off their phones, off their tablets, off their YouTubes, and whatever else they're on. Go watch some good old racing. They're about 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street. So just follow it out while you see the ticket on your way and go have some fun. All right, enough chit chatty from me. You guys know who I am. And a lot of you know these two as well. They told me they're going to do a takeover. And by golly, James is in Kansas right now. He was watching the Cup car race. And PJ and Anthony took the mics. They showed up before I did today. So, PJ, who the heck are you?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Oh, my gosh.
And it begins. We're already doing the paved references.
Right. PJ Pedersen, I am co-announcer at US 30 Speedway. I'm also the infield reporter at Eagle Raceway, also traveling announcer for the Domination Motorsports, Dominating the Dirt Summer Demo Derby Series and the Midwest Madness Tour.
Ooh, okay. We'll visit that because I think there's a lot of cool things coming up with that. And Anthony, who the heck are you?
Well, for those who might not know, Anthony Ainsley here, right here from Lincoln, a UNL grad, and plus the voice of the Malvern Bank Super Late Models series, both West and East series, past announcer for the Malvern Bank 360 Sprint Car series, also part-time announcer for the Stock Car Crown Summer Series presented by Downey Drilling Incorporated. Also, PJ's co-op over at the US 30 Speedway in Columbus, former announcer and pit reporter at the now defunct I-80 Speedway, made the track race in peace. Also, past announcer at Junction Motor Speedway, part-time at Dawson County Raceway in Lexington. So pretty much like Johnny Cash, I've been everywhere.
Oh my gosh. Well, I feel severely underqualified.
I guess also partial-time announcer down at the Belleville High Banks in Belleville, Kansas.
Well, if we're talking about past accomplishments too, for 9 years, I was the announcer at the Crawford County Speedway in Denison. That was the first 9 years I announced.
That's the first time we worked together.
Yeah,
Okay.
and in fact, it was actually Dan Taylor from Eagle that got me my start at Crawford County.
Small world.
And we had him on the show last year, so we'll probably have to get him back on. All right, before we get into it, since James isn't here, I know he's listening, so I'm just going to keep picking on him. He'll probably have some words for texting in. Do you guys want to lead our race roundup today?
Where do you want to start? Because there's been finally the weather's been good for once, so we've got a lot of racing stuff to cover.
All right, so top 2 tracks that you were at this weekend. What do you got for me?
Well, obviously we have got to start with US 30 because it, like I said, it was a weird night, but in a good way.
I mean, I even triple checked for the full moon. We didn't have one.
There was one last night, so it was close. That's why I'm blaming it on.
We missed it though. That's
we've got to start with your Crown Vics.
Yes.
We've got to.
Yes.
Because obviously Christopher Nicolite has been undefeated at US 30 and at off-road all season until Thursday night. Problems early in the race, he pulls off, and from the drop of the green to the checkered, first time ever in a car, Grayson Stobie takes the win. 13 years old. And the best part was when they were doing the interview down in Victory Lane, they brought up Christopher Nicolite. He goes, well, I think Christopher let me win. And his dad's you could hear him audibly saying, no, he broke. The kid goes, oh, he broke? Oh, well, good job for him too. Anthony and I had our mics off. I thought we were both going to have to run to the bathroom because we were laughing so hard.
We're going to have him on.
And that was why Casey Woken, I think, was asking me if we were able to maybe record the announcer audio on my race pass.
Right.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I mean, speaking of Casey Woken, of course, he was our stock car winner that night. Of course, first time ever to US 30 Speedway. And if anyone knows, from the state of Kansas, Casey Woken, one of the hottest shoes from the Sunflower State, now calls Lincoln, Nebraska home. Took the slider chassis house car to his first ever US 30 win this past Thursday night.
Yeah, I mean, he's practiced the US 30, but never actually run a race there. Comes up and parks it in Victory Lane.
So we've got multiple firsts at the same track then, it sounds like.
But we've got another. Wait,
one.
There's more because there were 3 first-time winners. And this one not only coming up from the go-kart ranks.
Okay.
Also ran the Crown Vics last year, and it didn't take him long to look dominant in a sport mod. Caleb Woodard from Bennington, Nebraska, picked up the win and did it in dominating fashion. And when I say dominating,
he outran Caden Murray.
He was running mid 17-second laps while everybody else is running low to mid 18.
Oh, he put on a whole show. I just pulled to the infield. I was like, this guy is on the rails.
Yeah.
Super nice family, too. So I can't think of a better first win. I saw him and I was like, wow, oh gosh, this is his first one. This is awesome.
But when you look at the fact that James Roebuck, Brandon Spanier, Lucas Pullman, Riley Ozentowski were 2, 3, 4, and 5, he didn't just beat slouches. He beat some of the best out there.
He did. He put on a clinic. He had a lot of confidence in his car and his crew. And you can definitely tell he's getting more and more comfortable in that car he's in this year.
Absolutely.
He's come a long way from that flat car.
Oh, yeah. He's going to be one to watch for sure.
I cannot wait to see what he can do.
Anthony, take us through one of your SLMR races you had this weekend.
Oh, my escapades, you can always follow along on the Super Late Model Racing Series. We got to invade Iowa for the first time this year, and after an up and down weekend we had down in Missouri last week, we finally got both shows in, and Stewart, Iowa, first up. Man, was that a show, and it kind of started out very tough, and I guess I'll send a quick shout out again. But a big thoughts and prayers to the family of Jesse Sobbing.
Yeah.
Of course, unfortunately, Friday, his father and stepbrother, we lost them tragically in a car accident. But Jesse, that didn't stop him from going all out and putting it all on the speedway. He and Dylan Thornton put on an incredible show on the quarter mile at Stewart. Ultimately, Thornton went over, got the win to start to get the second West Series race under his belt after winning the East Series opener at Scotland County about 2 weeks ago. And then we head to Independence Motor Speedway. We added another first-time winner. That would be Dallin Murdy from Chelsea, Iowa. Of course, a lot of our dirt track fans, they know Dallin Murdy as a stock car ace. Make sure, no doubt about that. Also a modified, a good hand in the mods.
2-time back-to-back IMCA Super Nationals champion in the stock cars. The game changer Dallin Murdy has almost 100 wins to himself in the stock cars. Plus, he's done a lot of winning in the Harris chassis modified this year, getting the opportunity to step up to the late models as well. Him, Tim Ward, Tom Berry Jr., and others are making that transition slowly. So like I told you before we started, I knew it wasn't going to take him long. Just didn't quite think it would be this quick.
Yeah, and it was a great battle, too. I mean, Tim Ward led the first half of this race until Murdy officially took the lead at the halfway mark. Unfortunately for Ward, he ended up driving off the edge of turn 1 and catching the wall while battling for the lead. It was a DNF for him. Unfortunately, Ward finished 19th in that feature. But
another good shoe,
yeah,
too.
But
That's
Murdy was not out of the woodwork after that, because we had a guy by the name of Chad Simpson in the field from Mount Vernon, Iowa. Yeah, and Murdy had to hold him off too. Simpson, he fought all he could, tried a last lap slide job, didn't have the ground to clear him, and Dallin Murdy becomes the 50th all-time winner with the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series.
Wow.
And it was the second time that specific car that he drove, because the year before, Chad Holliday put that car in victory lane at Independence. Well, Dallin very much, I think, helped buy out Holliday's operation. And for the second year in a row, that Shepherd-powered Longhorn chassis that he has made it to victory lane. So that was really cool to see for Dallin Murdy. Finally, he is a Malvern Bank Series winner, and only 3 starts. I think only Ryan Gustin has fewer starts than Murdy before he got his first win, and Gustin only ran with us twice in his career.
Now, real quick, we want to transfer over to last night, one of our great sponsors of the show, Eagle Raceway.
Yes.
And I mainly want to focus on the hobby stocks because, well, obviously it was another Dylan Richards show, but he had to work for it this time because it was a draw-redraw. He had to start 10th and work his way through the field. What I want to go through is the top 10 because there are some names that last night were having an amazing night that usually you don't see up there. Second, Trenton Dowdy. Third, Zach Gimple. Tyler Smith from Bronson, Iowa was 4th. Brad Schreiner 5th. Then was Colin Hine, Roy Armstrong, and we're going to talk about him in just a second because he had a interesting night. Tanner Dowdy in 8th. Eric Chabb 9th. Brandon Fisher 10th. So a lot of guys. Robert Salt almost won his heat race. I mean, it was just, there was a lot of guys that normally are trying to figure the car out or struggling that were absolutely on fire last night. Now, Roy Armstrong in the heat race, going into 4, gets the nose washed out, power bombs the Armco, bends up the right front.
Yikes.
Comes back out for the C feature,
Alphabet soup.
transfers to the B, starts back, 17th in the A, works his way to 10th, and he would have been further up, but there was an early incident where he had to stop on the track to avoid a 4-car pileup and had to go back to the back.
We kind of had something like that at the race at Stewart.
Yeah, I mean, Roy Armstrong, just as old as he is, yeoman's effort. There is no quit in Roy Armstrong.
Well, and speaking of Armstrong, his son,
Adam.
Adam was.
I think he got second in the.
He got second. Yeah, he's just. It looks like from the results. I was talking to Katie about it. Is every week he's gaining a position. He's gaining a position. So I'm excited to see the next time he hits a track if he'll pull off his first A-Mod win.
Well, and what I love about watching Adam Armstrong is he's one of those that's sneaky fast. You could start him in the back, and he's just going to quietly work his way up through the field.
It's kind of like Royce, and sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, he actually started 8th, finished 2nd, and we honestly, Ryan Dugan and I were filling in for Dan and James last night on the call. We didn't even realize he was up there until after halfway, and then it's like, once again, where did Adam Armstrong come from? It's not a surprise that he was up there, but it's how did he make his way up there? No bonsai moves.
Yeah, I mean, like the slow charge. I mean, it's like I said, you don't find out he's there until it's already too late.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. What else do we have? So Eagle,
I guess.
What do we have for the other classes? Who won those ones?
I was gonna say, like for Dylan Richards, I was say after coming from I believe 24 hours before coming from 10th to win that feature, he also won a thriller out at Stewart in the hobby stocks. Had a great battle there.
Holding off Squishy Solomon Bennett.
Yep.
Aw, Saul.
Yeah, we all love Saul.
Not to mention, got to send a shout out to Stu Snyder as well. He picked up the win with the Malvern Bank 360 Sprint Car Series over at the Off-Road Speedway this past weekend. So congratulations, the first driver not named Chase Porter to win with the Malvern 360s. But great job to Stu and his outfit for a win at Norfolk.
To answer your question, Kyle Vanover did pick up the stock cars in a very topsy-turvy stock car deal. You did not want to be in the top 4 because top 4 meant you were going to end up either getting sideways, or completely spinning out, or going to the back. Travis Hatcher, Benji Lake, Ryan Gillen, and Shane Stutzman finished out the top 5. Gillen starting to get more and more laps in that car up in the front. So shouldn't be much longer, and he'll be up there. Modifieds, we discussed, obviously, Adam Armstrong in second. Chad Anderson picked up the win, which had to help kind of the sting because he finished in the back of the B feature for the stock cars. Something not right with that car. Comes out in the mod and just absolutely wins it. So, and then of course in your sprint cars, and this was another one that was a little bit of a caution fest, but from the drop of the green to the checkered, destroying all comers, Brandon Horton, Jason Danley second, Brock and Roll Billy Alley third, Grossenbacher was fourth, and the Duke Tyler Drucke managed to work his way.
He
7
was out
spots
there.
up.
I think I saw on Trevor's Facebook page, didn't he came from like 17th or 18th to finish
started
in the top 5.
18th, moved up 14 spots to finish 4th.
Holy moly, 14 spots.
Give that man a raise.
Well, I mean, Cole Wayman started 17th, finished 7th, moved up 10.
Nice.
So,
Goodness gracious.
Daniel Nicolite started 20th, finished 10th, moved up 10 spots. So
that's what I like about that sprint car deal out at Eagle. There's so much parity in that. No one is safe. Anyone can strike on any given moment.
Right.
It makes a lot of fun. It makes it a headache on fantasy racing, but man, it makes for a fun championship battle every time, every season out there at Eagle.
I'll tell you, I love being out there at Eagle. This weekend's going to be even better because it's going to be the epicenter of fun. We will get to that a little later.
All right. Well, speaking of getting to that a little later, we are going to go ahead, take our first break. And then while we're on break, we're going to figure out what fancy stuff we're going to talk about in just a bit. You are listening to The Finish Line on 93.7 The Ticket.
Join us this summer at Haymarket Park for 50 action-packed Salt Dogs games running now through August. Visit saltdogs.com for updates on everything you need to know about weekly promotions, giveaways, and special events. That's where you'll find the latest updates to make sure you catch all the excitement and never miss a homestand you want to attend. Haymarket Park is your ticket to fun all summer long. Visit saltdogs.com to get your tickets and unleash the fun.
Get ready for the largest dirt late model event in Nebraska, race fans. The Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series is heading to Eagle Raceway's High Bank Heist on Thursday, May 15th through Saturday, May 17th. See the greatest dirt late model stars in the country compete for $10,000 to win on both Thursday and Friday, and an enormous $50,000 to win 75-lap main event on Saturday. The High Bank Heist, May 15th through May 17th at Eagle Raceway. For more info, visit eagleraceway.com. Let's go Lucas Oil Late Model Racing. Eagle Raceway, just 10 miles east of Lincoln on O Street.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call today at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Mike, the insurance company wants us to replace the roof.
Wait, what? I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, it says right here our roof is too old and they won't be able to cover us anymore.
I guess it is 15 years old. Hi, I'm Austin with Roofing Service Company. We help homeowners with their roofing and siding projects. Financing options are available, and we can get you under a new roof no time at all. If this sounds like you, visit roofingservicecompany.com. That is roofingservicecompany.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next opportunity? Nebco is hiring. They're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. They offer competitive wages, great benefits, service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Apply today at nebco.com. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for the Nebco shop. Learn more at nebco.com. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at nebco.com.
Lincoln's new craft cocktail lounge is Bar 48 in Lincoln. Located at 2639 North 48th Street, Bar 48 offers everything from cocktails to beer to wine and so much more. With summer right around the corner, you can always enjoy Bar 48's frozen beverages. Follow them on Facebook to stay up to date on their live music performances every Saturday night. Make plans to visit Bar 48 on North 48th Street in the heart of the University Place neighborhood today.
National Electrical Safety Month is held every May to raise awareness about the importance of staying safe around electricity. Visit les.com/safety for safety tips on power lines, tree trimming, storms, and so much more.
Back to the finish line with Bree Marie and James Roland on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the finish line with Bree Marie, PJ, and Anthony on the air guitars right now. Jake is on the ones and twos. Man, I just lost my train of thought.
The train of thought left the station and you were nowhere close.
Happens to us all the time.
Oh, yeah. So like I said, rowdy bunch. We just went through Race Roundup. If you're just now joining in, be sure to text and call in. chat with us, Facebook Live, YouTube, be a part of the show, ask us some questions. We'll get to those at the end here. But
we want to hear from you.
Oh my goodness. Yes, I love it. I love the energy. So, okay, I gotta know, we're a motorsports show. PJ, how did you get into motorsports? How'd you get into racing?
Well, let me tell you, baby, let's slow down a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
So, okay, let's take it back to 1989. Yes, I'm old. Please don't judge.
Not judging.
My mom was working second shift at the local pork processing plant, so I had to go out to my grandparents and stay out there. Friday nights, my grandmother would head up to a town 5 miles north of my hometown in Denison. It's called Deloitte, and play bingo. Well, it was a May Friday. Grandpa goes, "Come on, let's go. We're going in town." And what had happened was, after many decades of sitting dormant or just being used for the fair, Tom Gutowski was reopening Crawford County Speedway up. So we went. It was their opening night. And it was the first time that I had obviously seen NASCAR on TV, but that was the first time I went to a live race. And ever since then, I blame my late grandfather for my addiction. I'm not on drugs. I'm not a drinker because I can't afford it. I go racing.
Yup.
The only difference is now I actually get paid to go racing as opposed to paying.
You're doing it right.
Right.
That's the dream right there.
But no, ever since then, I've done everything from been a fan, part team owner, swept floors,
sponsor,
crew member, crew chief, sponsor. And then obviously the end of 2005, Denison shut down. And beginning of 2012, a bunch of people got together, created the Crawford County Racers Association, shortened the track up. And I'm just like, I don't care how I do it. I am begging them. I'm getting a job of some sort. And I bugged them enough. They're finally like, you know what? Fine. Just to pacify you and shut you up. You are the only security person for the entirety of the grandstand.
Oh my goodness. Keep
in mind, granted, we never filled them, but the grandstands up there will hold 5,380 something people.
It's a stairway to heaven.
Yes.
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, it is. My daughter has counted. It is 87 steps from the ground up to the announce booth.
That's more than I-80.
Right. So, and what it was we would have 12, 13, 1,400 people. A lot of them like to drink. Luckily enough, we had great fans, didn't get out of line. Well, when I got up there, and it was, I think, the week before, Buddy Ray Jones shows up with this guy, and he goes, "Hey, this is going to be your announcer. He's got a radio show, but he's never announced before. His name is Dan Taylor."
Familiar name.
I think I've crossed paths with him.
So what ended up happening was Dan was up there, and of course, typical announcer thing, mispronouncing names, doesn't really know everybody. Well, I've been going to races for, at that point, years. So I know everybody. I know families. I know birthdays.
That's
and whatever.
your home track.
I know.
Right.
I know that feeling.
So what I would do is I would station myself right in front of the booth. And of course, there's windows that are removable. And if Dan needed help with pronouncing a name, or if I
You're kidding.
If I thought there was some factoids.
It happens more often than you think.
Yeah.
Really?
No, if I thought there were factoids about, hey, this driver's wife's mom is having a birthday or something like that, I'd throw that at him. And we did that all through 2012. Well, 2013, Crawford County Speedway brought on a pit reporter. And it's not like what I do as an infield reporter. This person was actually running all around the pits, getting stories during the heat races. If we had time, we'd throw a story out there, kind of like the way a NASCAR broadcast would. And I don't remember who it was, but halfway through the season, they weren't able to show up. So Dan calls me up to the booth one night and goes, "Hey, just letting you know, you're not security." And I look at him and I go, "Did I get fired?" And they're making you tell me what's going on. He goes, "No, here's what I want you to do." Gives me a 30-second tutorial, hands me a wireless microphone and says, "Go, have fun." So from that point, it was supposed to be a one-night deal. I went out there and just all of the Dr. Jerry punches and the ones I'd seen on TV, I started kind of picking my brain for what I thought worked there. Went out, did it. Everybody loved it. One night turned into the rest of 2013, all of 2014. Then Dan moved to I-80 Speedway for 2015, and the board just moved me up to the booth. So 2015, other than a couple of nights filling in for Dan, I started announced there until a couple years ago, and then moved to Nebraska. And then that's where I got with Bobby and Janelle, and then ended up becoming the infield reporter because the one they had a couple years ago wasn't able to do it any longer due to health problems. And so, yeah, here I am there. And of course, from there, I've done demo derbies, figure 8 races, monster truck shows. I like to say I'll do bar mitzvahs and divorces too if you want me to. I mean, I'm willing to do anything. Yeah.
Well, I love that. That's truly just you loved being there and being around it, and squeaky wheel gets the grease. You're like, give me my mic, give me my what does security guards hold? I don't know.
Taser.
No, give me my taser.
No, I literally had nothing. So it was pretty much I had my nifty canary yellow shirt that said security on the back, and that was about it.
That's pretty intimidating if you ask me.
But I just at that point I knew the track was coming back, and all those years from 05 to 12 of seeing it sit there dormant and not, it crushed me as a fan, knowing that this track has such potential and it's not doing squat. So once I knew it was coming back, I'm like, I don't care what they have me do. I am doing whatever it takes to help make this track successful and get it back up and running. So
That's
kind of just went from there.
And it is just kind of a testament to the sport that everybody's in it and doing it together. No matter where you're at, whether you're at as a driver, you're in the stands serving food, you're giving out 50-50 raffle tickets, you're working on the car, you're announcing, you're yelling at the 33B sport mod to hold a line on the track. No, I'm kidding.
You're watching some dude in a Hawaiian shirt just with a red face because things aren't going right and he's getting mad. Not going to name any names. Doug.
All right.
Someone needs a trip to the Melon Bar.
Yeah. Oh gosh,
hey,
no.
This weekend.
What's this weekend?
All 3 nights.
All 3 nights.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Okay, if we're gonna get into it, let's get into it. This week it started off with just an announcement.
Sure.
And it's finally here. Was 1 night last year, 3 nights this year. The Malvern Bank High Banks Heist this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at Eagle Raceway. $10,000 to win on Thursday night for the Lucas Oil Late Model Series. The modifieds are going to be the support class. Friday night, another $10,000 to win Lucas Oil Late Model Series race with the stock cars on there. We'll see if Travis Patterson gets famous again.
James got on the doom scroll on IMCA.
Yeah, I still think Travis is a little more famous. He got famous for dropping an F-bomb on flow.
He's flow famous.
But then Saturday, 75 laps, $50,000 to the Lucas Oil Late Model Series winner. And your Race Saver Sprint cars are going to be the support class. And it has been announced for the first time all year, all 3 nights, the Melon Bar will be open after the races.
At Eagle Raceway.
So I'm praying for DJ and Ben right now.
Which one of you two are joining me for a melon drink on Saturday after the races?
I don't know.
On.
I might have to bring Ben Shelton and Dustin Jarrett up there.
Yeah. Hey, James. Gotta get James over there
Essex,
too.
Yeah.
Let's get all of us together, announcers at the Melon Bar.
The double stuffed Oreo margaritas are gonna fly.
What could go wrong? You got 5 of the biggest smells in racing and alcohol. What could go wrong?
Nothing. I see nothing wrong with it at all.
No mics around. I mean, yeah.
Make sure you go to Eagle Raceway this weekend. Subtle plug.
I'll be there.
Yes.
I'll be there for sure.
So will I.
That'll be awesome. So Lucas Oil Late Models. What are some of the names that folks may recognize?
I can get you covered.
Yeah, what you got, Anthony?
Oh, I mean, you got guys, the best late model drivers in the country. Guys like Ricky Thornton Jr. You might have heard.
It's been his benefit show all
year. You might
year.
have heard of him. Superman Jonathan Davenport. The track just north of Eagle. He's dominated that track. Devin Moran. He comes from late model royalty. Of course, his father is Brandon Shepard as well. I mean, possibly we'll get Tyler Erb. You get guys like Carson Ferguson from North Carolina. You got Corey Lawler from Pennsylvania. You might see a couple of Illinois drivers. We'll have to see. Maybe guys like Brian Shirley from Chatham. We'll have to see.
Is Dalton Wilson going out?
Oh,
perm?
Dalton Wilson, the big perm.
Yep.
We got him. We got I'm trying to think of a few of the other guys. Clay Harris from Jupiter, Florida. He'll be in the field.
But the cool part is we have a lot of the local guys too. I mean,
a few of our
drives the 6 took it over. Jake Neal. I know he'll be coming.
Yep.
A lot of the SLMR guys will be coming and trying their hand.
I'm sure
even old Junior Coover will come down like he always does.
Bernard Junior Coover. Maybe Al Humphrey will get back behind the wheel.
Yep.
He was talking about it. I talked about it with him this past Thursday, and he said he might just go out and run some time trials and some laps just to kind of be in the pits with them. And
he did last
Yeah.
year at both Eagle and then the next night at Shelby County Speedway as well.
I believe we'll also have guys like Hudson O'Neill. I know he'll be out
the
ready
SSI car.
ready to get some stuff. Then, like you said, a few of our Malvern Bank guys. I'm thinking maybe Tad Pospisil, maybe Andrew Kaziski will be.
Bill Layton Jr.
Bill Layton Jr. might be. We'll have to see. And I can't guarantee Kyle Burke. We'll have to see. He's really scaled back a lot on the Lucas Oil stuff, but
So,
we'll have to see how
yeah.
everything shakes out.
It sounds like we're going to have a lot of local legends, obviously, and we're going to have some celebrity hot shoes. 10 miles out the way, go down O Street, wave at the ticket on your way by, and go to Eagle Raceway Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They're handing out some big bills, and there's going to be some great drivers. They're going to have their merch. I know they're probably going to have their merch trailers out, signing autographs. I mean, these are your Chuck Norrises of racing late models.
I'd probably hazard to say that this probably is going to be the biggest, the richest late model race that probably Eagle Raceway has ever hosted in the history of the Speedway.
I would agree with that.
I believe this is going to be the biggest one.
And the thing is, it's pretty much been the Ricky Thornton Jr. benefit show all season. Can somebody step up?
Davenport looked really good at Falls last night.
Well, and Bishop it looks like the Rocket House car has been turning things around too the last couple of weeks.
They've been struggling, but
can he finally break through for the first time since he come back?
I would think so.
Will it be one of our local SLMR guys?
I think Pospisil could make some noise, and maybe Andrew could have some fun with those guys. And then you got guys, I'm trying to think of a few others that could be out there.
Snowdrift, Blair Nordorf, I guarantee he'll be down here.
I think Mike Marlar, I think he's on the Lucas Tour full-time this year. We might have a couple more get sprinkled in as well.
Those guys have had probably more laps on the track than these celebrities, as I'm calling them.
Yeah.
Please don't hate me.
But
I love watching you guys.
You'll see the talent at work, though.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, not to mention, Brandon Overton. How could we forget Big Sexy will be out there? He's going to be fun to watch in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce car.
Yeah. So, I mean, it is, you have no excuse not to go out there because this is going to be one of the biggest weekends in Nebraska. You know, last year when they came back for the one-day show, it was the first time Lucas Oil Late Model Series had hit Nebraska since the Silver Dollar Nationals left. Now it's the first multi-day national touring show since the Silver Dollar Nationals left Nebraska. You are not going to want to miss a single bit of this action. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm still in charge of finding a lunch date for Dustin Jarrett and Ben Shelton. I think Parker Smokehouse will do well.
Can I be invited?
Me too.
If you find it, sure.
All right. So, Anthony, I've got a question for you as well. We know who you are, but how did you get into racing? What got you started?
I mean, this is I'm not part of a racing family at all. My father didn't race. I think the closest thing, I think I have a distant cousin that sort of races hobby stocks and sport mods, but no direct relations in the racing world. We mentioned Eagle Raceway, of course, being a sponsor. I think I went to my first race there when I was either 2 or 3 years old.
Wow.
And I've been, like PJ, been memorizing the drivers, the hometowns, the numbers, their past histories, just all of that. Even with the national guys, I would do that. I mean, I even impressed Terry McCarl one night. He thought I'd be the next Johnny Gibson, but I know my career's gone a different path than that. But yeah, that's kind of how it goes. On the announcing side, I didn't start announcing at the tracks until I was about a freshman in high school. That was out at Junction Motor Speedway.
That's pretty young to get started.
Well, I mean, and I started out how many young race fans did. A junior flagman. I had a little flag set that I would take out there every time, and sometimes even the drivers told me, sometimes they'd rely on me for the right signals instead of the flagman up there.
So that explains a lot.
Yeah. Yep. And then one night, my good mentor Wayne Dake called me up and he said, if anyone wants to try this announcing thing, because we can't do this forever, just go down to the flag stand. We'll bring you up to the top of the booth. We'll give you a try. I was the only one who went down there. The rest is history. I started.
Well, everyone knew you're going to smoke them. So
I also, I started out with the Sport Compacts again. They, they ran the small track inside a Junction back in the day. They moved to the big track, and I started picking up a few more divisions. And before long, when college came around, I started being the pit reporter at I-80 Speedway, I'd often on sub for Dan or Stan Caesar, our good buddy there. And before long, the Malvern Bank Super Late Model Series came to McCool Junction one night. They let me call the feature. I talked to Joe Kaczynski and said, hey, I'd be willing to travel with you, and I'd love to come out and see these different tracks with you. Very next day, my 20th birthday comes up. They're at Dawson County Raceway. I go over there, sub in and do the late models for them, and I've been with the tour ever since. And right now, this is year number 11 for me. And right now, 2 late model tours all across Nebraska, Iowa. We've been down to Missouri. We're going to head up to Wisconsin later this year. We're going to go down to Kansas later.
Oh my goodness, you're going all over.
We got a Labor Day weekend up in Minnesota, and then all throughout Iowa and South Dakota as well. Of course, we got the Silver Dollar Nationals at Huset's coming up. We got some marquee events on that tour. And then if that wasn't enough, I picked up US 30 Speedway a little bit later. And then, Dawson County Raceway came up. One night I was just watching at Lincoln County Raceway in North Platte, went there for the first time. I get a phone call during the heat races, and, the promoter at Dawson County at the time asked me if I wanted to come announce out there. And I said, yes. So we booked 3 hours out to Lexington on a Sunday.
Oh my
Had
goodness.
to come back for school the next night at the end of the season. And then, as the touring stuff continued to build, the Stock Car Crown Tour came to be a few years ago. And, I helped out Robbie Marsh one night down in Deschler. First time I was there, I was giving him, like PJ, I gave him names, hometowns. So Robbie, he was the one in charge of announcing at the time. And he says, you know what? I'm just going to give the mic to you. Let's do this. I end up calling the first time I ever go to Deschler for a race. I end up announcing the whole night, doing play-by-play and doing victory lane interviews. I was there as a fan to start the night. And before long, I start that partnership with Dirt Crown.
So it sounds like when you two said you're going to take over the show tonight, you weren't joking, because it sounds like you just walk into any establishment and you say, hand me my mic.
Well, we're like John Daly. It's like what does he say? Like, it's like, which do I start, front or back, and what's the course record? I'll take it from there.
Right. Now, one thing I didn't know is that, and it's a parallel, you're in your 11th year, I'm in my 11th year. But one thing I wanted to point out from both his story and mine, and kids, listen up, because if you don't ask, you're never going to know. Both of our careers started with simply asking a question. I asked for a job to help the track get back on its feet. He asked to
give you a chance to
go do the tour. And look what's happening now. He's got both the East and West series. We both have a couple of different tracks. I've got the Midwest Madness Tour and Domination Motorsports.
If you both put in the work too.
Yeah, but if you don't ask, if you don't start by asking, it's never going to happen.
The first step is always the toughest one to take, but that's the first one that kicks off a long journey. And like PJ, I've had my chances to do demolition derbies and figure 8 races. I've done those. Haven't gotten Monster Truck Show on my list yet. I've had offers, but my scheduling gets in the way of that.
Well, let's work it in. That sounds fun.
I've had one, and it was very structured, but it was fun.
But yeah, I've even do indoor kart races. Yep. I know I've called a few of your races down at the Turkey Chase there, Brianna. And then even there, before I started announcing at US 30, I used to announce some local RC car races down here at the club track here. That they're now they're that new baseball and softball facility down here, but there used to be an off-road and on-road RC car track. I used to help out with them every now and then. So that was I say try to do as many different ones as you can, because you never know where the road could take you.
Yes, the connections you'll build, where it's going to go, who you're going to meet.
And honestly, at our level, even to get to this level, let alone to get above where we're at now, you have to take everything. If you can work it in your schedule, you take it. Definitely. Because that builds your repertoire. It gets you into other things. You can figure out, okay, this works well when we're at US 30. Okay, but this works well when he's doing a West Series race, or so forth and so on.
Is there a difference in like crowds?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Vibes?
The club. The RC car level. We didn't have a grandstand. It was just all the club members are out there, and I was just doing for all of them. And like the go-karts, we get a lot of the families that race there. We get a few comers in from the outside as well. I think some people are just trying to stay out of the cold weather at that point. But yeah, I mean, the audiences are different.
Perfect example. Obviously, you've heard both of us announce at a regular weekly show, and we got to keep the energy up and keep it fun and whatever else. But when you go to, say, a demo derby, a derby crowd, forget about it. You have to have the music picked perfect, have it cranked. You're introducing each and every driver as they come into the arena.
It's like a pro wrestling
You
thing.
are literally, yes.
I went to one time, and I felt like I was in WrestleMania. It was so cool.
It is, but for cars.
And that's exactly, it's like, next up, it's going to be the 712 of Johnny Be Good. And, he comes out there, and the next one is, but you got to have the music cranked. You got to have it up there.
I like it.
And then the way that you announce the action for each thing, whether it be a late model, a demo derby, a hobby stock event, one of your races, is different too. And you also have to, wherever the track is, you have to be able to read the crowd like that to know, is what I'm doing working? Do we have to change it? That's one reason why I've been blessed to work with some of the greats, Anthony included, because he and I can both tell if it's not working at US 30, okay, let's change it up to something different.
I mean, even by class, even we have different taglines for all the parade laps, like when we get to the sport mods, I always say before the dirt flies and they start the power slide, stand on up and show your sport mod pride. And then we go to stock cars, we go, the car, what was it? I mean,
the names,
you know the game. This is the class 2 tough to tame. Or like when I did the Malvern Bank 360s, I tagged them the Heartland's Greatest Winged Warriors, or with my late model buddies. We call them, you can only hope to contain them because you can't beat them. The best late models in America's Heartland. Everything is a little different. And like, even on the touring stuff, we treat it a little different. We don't do every class on there, but the ones we do, we focus on big, the sponsor reads, the chassis brands, the engine brands, the past history, all of that goes into it. And it kind of sounds like sometimes we rattle off these sponsors like we're freestyling out there.
Yeah, no, you guys definitely put a lot of work into it, and there's a lot of dedication. And I know there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes, but we do want to take one last break. If you guys have any questions at all, make sure you're chatting in. We'll try to get to them. Stay tuned.
We want to hear from you.
Yes, we do.
How'd you do that, BJ?
We want to hear from you.
Yes, that's the one. You're listening to The Finish Line on 93.7 The Ticket.
Support Matt Talbot Kitchen and Outreach on Give to Lincoln Day. Your gift will be received by a portion of Lincoln Community Foundation's matching fund. Homelessness is a complex problem facing our community. By working together, we can find solutions. Your donation for Give to Lincoln Day moves us closer to ensuring that everyone in Lincoln has a safe place to sleep at night. Because of your generosity, hope lives here. Give anytime through May 29th at givetolincoln.com.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. Spring is here, summer is fast approaching. With weddings, vacations, and weekend getaways on your mind, do not let car issues prevent you from getting where you need to be. Car problems shouldn't be something that you put up with. Let us get you back on the road in comfort and safety. We diagnose all makes and models from Porsches to Hondas, Toyotas, and Chevrolets. We fix a variety of issues with all of them with our talented techs and our experienced staff. A1 Automotive at 11th and L, downtown Lincoln, always honest answers.
Spring has arrived, the temperatures are rising, and it's time to get your equipment ready for the season. Landmark Implement has high-quality used John Deere planters, sprayers, and tractors, priced to move and ready to work for you. Take advantage of unbeatable deals and flexible financing to upgrade your operation without stretching your budget. Stop by your local Landmark Implement or browse our full inventory online at landmarkimp.com. Before these deals are done, experience the Landmark difference.
Tailored Landscapes is actively preparing for spring. Things like new tree orders, getting equipment ready, and training staff to serve you the best they can. If you haven't already planned, now is the perfect time to figure out a maintenance plan for your yard. Tailored Landscapes is on the brink of spring cleanups for all their existing customers, and they have limited spots available. They trim trees and shrubs when needed and only mulch proper amounts. Give Tailored Landscapes a call at 402-432-2572 to set up a meeting with one of their designers and stop by the Tailored Life store in Bennett.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstoRats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Have you been injured in an accident and don't know where to turn? You need an attorney you can trust to handle your case with professionalism and compassion. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group understand that a call to an attorney is a call for help. If you've been injured, we want to help you. Liberty Law's experienced attorneys are committed to the pursuit of justice for those injured. Call Liberty Law and find out how we can help you get the compensation you deserve. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. Call the trial attorneys you can trust. 877-42-LIBERTY.
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks? Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
Several irrigation contractors in Lincoln go out of business every year, leaving sprinkler system orphans begging for service. The folks at Judson Irrigation shed a tear for these little fellas. They've been coddling these orphans for more than 40 years. From redesign, repairing, replacing, and restoring, remember the Judson Irrigation Orphanage.
Call the Judson Irrigation Orphanage 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you looking for a place to relax and unwind after a long week? Grotto Bar and Lounge is the perfect spot to enjoy a full menu and in-house DJs on Friday and Saturday nights. If you're wanting to start your Saturday or Sunday off the right way, stop by for brunch starting at 9 a.m. Don't forget, Grotto offers a full catering service as well for those graduation parties, birthday celebrations, and weekend family get-togethers. Give Grotto Bar and Lounge a call today at 402-261-3019 or visit them in person at 70th and A in the Clock Tower Shopping Center. Summertime is here. It's time to get to Brown's Shoe Fit for their May sandal sale. From now through May 31st, get $15 off all regular price sandals. Whether it's for hiking, for the lake, or just everyday sandals, Brown's has you covered. And don't forget, Brown's carries a large arrangement of sizes and widths to fit your feet properly. Start your summer off right with the May sandal sale at Brown's Shoe Fit, just south of 66th and Q in Lincoln.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Back to the finish line with Bree Marie and James Roland on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back into the finish line with Bree Marie. James Roland isn't here right now, so we've got PJ Pedersen and Anthony Ainsley. Oh, look at that. Rock On and the Angel thing we got going. And Jake Bachhoven on the ones and twos. We've got just a few minutes left. I wish we had more time, but we did have some people participating in the comments.
I was going to say, Bree, the docu-series that I pitched when we were off the mic,
yes,
I'm hoping that's still on the table, knock on wood.
We might have to get a podcast in the off season. I think that'd be pretty fun.
Get ready for about 6 hours or 10 hours of content.
Well, you know, Ryan Dugan from Advantage Racing TV still wants to do an entire announcer series where it's just an announcer roundtable.
I was trying to talk to Dan Taylor. We had my wife Lydia on the front stretch not too long ago during the off season. We suggested maybe doing a Racers' Wives podcast.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yes.
All right. Well, I like those ideas. Let's hold on to them. What do we got for comments, Jake?
We do have some comments here. James Roland reporting from an undisclosed highway speed. He says, fun day at Kansas Speedway, almost as much fun as beating PJ and Anthony in the Fantasy Challenge.
You know what? He can say that all he wants, because if we look at how many times that he's beat us versus us beating him, I think me and Anthony are up on him.
Besides,
this year.
I got a few of my late model buddies coming to Eagle this week. You guys aren't safe.
Okay, and I do want to point out, James sent a video earlier. I couldn't quite get it it was a little distorted, but it looked like Matt Rule was actually at the Cup race in Kansas today.
I mean, my buddy Dirk Houston got one.
He was shaking hands with the winner, Kyle Larson.
Oh, so he was kissing hands and shaking babies?
Yes, that's the one.
Might have heard of Larson. Of course, we'll see if he can make it 3 in a row when the High Limit Series comes to Eagle on June 10th.
Ooh.
I know I'll be there.
By the way, I'm going to drop the thermonuclear bomb on Mr. James Roland.
Oh, boy.
Whose favorite driver won the race today, and whose favorite driver became chief wall tester again?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Chase Elliott got the wall a couple times, and Alex Bowman gave it a decent pop.
I sense.
I don't know. Justin Haley. Oh, Justin Haley. He's talking about Justin Haley. I know.
No. Do we have any other comments, James?
We do have a question here. This is Hayden M. They said a question for all three of you. For Bree, what is your favorite track to race at and why? And for PJ and Anthony, what is your favorite track to announce and why?
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I guess I could go first. My favorite track to race. That's a hard one because it depends. There's the track surface, there's the track shape, there's the people you drive with, and then there's the people you're surrounded by. I'd say hands down, obviously Eagle's one of them. I love the people and the dedication of US 30 Speedway. I would not be driving an hour and a half one way on a Thursday night, having to work at 8 a.m. on a Friday if I didn't love that track. I absolutely love that track. And another new favorite of mine that I was just at this last week was Shelby County Speedway in Harlan, Iowa, which actually isn't that far away. That's about a 2-hour drive.
Hours,
yeah, 2-hour drive.
From here, yeah.
And luckily that's on the weekend. But that was it's the Iowa dirt I finally got into last year. It's this
darker
black.
It's darker than fresh asphalt.
And I think it's just a matter of I can't second guess myself. So I'm not like, oh, this spot's too slick. This isn't whatever. I get enough dirt film on my visor. I can't see what the track's doing, and I just full send it.
Yeah, I mean,
I have a lot of fun.
That's what I grew up on. It's not gumbo. It's not clay. It's just good old-fashioned loamy soil.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Like the good gardening soil.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to a weekly track, see, I'm torn because I work at two of the absolute best tracks, and I'm not trying to be a political answer. I literally am blessed because working with Bobby and Janelle and everybody at US 30, working with Roger and Racine and everybody at Eagle. But other than those, I would have to say the one that I get to do every year that I think would be my favorite would be Clay County Fair Speedway in Spencer. And it's for everything that you listed, the track facility, the people you work with. Where do we do it? It's usually stop number 2 on the Midwest Madness Tour. The fans are always into it. The facilities are absolutely gorgeous, top notch. We get a ton of people who don't follow the whole tour, but stop for that one. So the car counts are immense, and the racing is just absolutely off the charts.
Man, this was going to be kind of tough for me because there are a couple of ones that come to mind. Of course, definitely one that really comes to mind is my former Friday night office, that being I-80 Speedway. I mean, whether it was in the pits, everyone was fun time down
Rest
there.
in peace.
And then, of course, up in the booth up there, up the stairway to heaven, as I called it. It's, I mean, yeah, like I said, with Dan Taylor, Chris Krug, the late Stan Caesar, I mean, there was no shortage of great personalities and good camaraderie up there in the booth. I'm going to miss them for sure.
Yeah.
But Adams County and Dawson County are two more other good ones, as well as US 30, I gotta say, too.
Yeah, we got a lot of great tracks in and around the area, and we are short on time here, but I do want to thank you guys all again for listening, allowing PJ and Anthony to take over today. I think it was a great one. We will be back next Sunday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Central Standard Time on 93.7 The Ticket. This is the finish line.
Thanks for everything, SC.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company.